Hey everyone, Token Dave over here. Dorky token black guy who's just trying to get by. And welcome to another edition of That Was Random, you know. So, the first episode of Black Lightning came out, and a lot of people are saying good things about it. I hope to give you a first strike in the next day or two. But, I'm trying to go on my Twitter page a lot more and trying to be more active on social media. And one of the people that is on my Twitter page, seems like he's like a old school comic book, well, kind of an old school comic book fan to a degree. I think this person was reading comics in the 90s like I was, but it looks as if he actually was reading comics in the 90s and the 2000s as opposed to me who was reading them in the 80s and the 90s, But this particular person said something in regards to Black Lightning and Static, And he said that he saw people calling for Static to be Black Lightning's Robin. Now, I don't know if this is 100% true or not. Like I said, I'm only going by one source, so I can't validate that. But here's the thing, and I'm going to go into more detail about this in the future. But the whole appeal of Static was for us people in, well, not us people, but people in the inner city, in the minority community, we went through a lot of hell being fanboys, and that was not something that was really talked about as much, You got your ass kicked for reading comic books, you got your ass kicked for liking sci-fi, and sometimes if you were reading a comic book or just a novel, you would not only get your ass kicked, but you would get robbed, you would potentially get killed for that. Yes, it was that petty. This was the 80s and the 90s, guys. Different time period. And so Static represented someone that could relate to us in the inner city community that was not the stereotype that we felt. And more importantly, Static was the Spider-Man of the inner city. And I'll go more into that when I talk about Static in the future. But if what this person told me is true, you young comic book fans really gotta, really, really try to, learn from history, because one thing about comics that people are really forgetting from what I've seen on social media, comics teach a great deal about history. They're politically charged about what's going on in current events and what's previously happened, in our political climate. So when I hear people talk about, comic books being a little too political, yeah, you guys really, really need to understand the purpose of comics and what comics really did and why they lasted so long in the format that they are, especially during the Dark Age. But do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Please drop me a comment below, give me a like, follow me on Facebook at Token Dave or on Twitter at Token Dave 80. Subscribe, ring that bell so you know when new video loads, and spread this video out. But until then, this has been Token Dave, the dorky token black guy who's just trying to get by. I'll catch all of you later.